vote sends the American Health Care Act to the House Rules Committee, where GOP leaders hoping to take up this bill in the full House next week. So there's some traction. There's some movement going on. And folks finally going to work for the American people. Like I say, it's a concept that has been so foreign for so long, and finally to be able to have you talk about momentum, talk about feeling good. My goodness, I feel amazing. Last night in Tennessee, before we go to a break, a little flavor from last night from this rally was unbelievable. If you get the chance to listen to the Tennessee rally from Nashville, powerful stuff.
We're also working night and day to keep our nation safe from terrorism. We have seen the devastation from 9/11 to Boston to San Bernardino. Hundreds upon hundreds of people from outside our country have been convicted of terrorism-related offenses in the United States courts. Right now, we have investigations going on all over. Hundreds of refugees are under federal investigation for terrorism and related reasons. We have entire regions of the world destabilized by terrorism and ISIS. For this reason, I issued an executive order to temporarily suspend immigration from places where it cannot safely occur. But let me give you the bad news. We don't like bad news, right? I don't want to hear. And I'll turn it into good. But let me give you the bad, the sad news. Moments ago, I learned that a district judge in Hawaii part of the much overturned Ninth Circuit Court and I have to be nice, otherwise I'll get criticized for speaking poorly about our courts. I'll be criticized by these people, among the most dishonest people in the world. I will be criticized. I'll be criticized by them for speaking harshly about our courts. I would never want to do that. A judge has just blocked our executive order on travel and refugees coming into our country from certain countries. The order he blocked was a watered-down version of the first order that was also blocked by another judge.
And by the way, he gives the legal terminology of why and how he can act as president to make this happen. Powerful stuff.
This new order was tailored to the dictates of the Ninth Circuit's, in my opinion, flawed ruling. This is, in the opinion of many, an unprecedented judicial overreach. The law and the Constitution give the president the power to suspend immigration when he deems, or she, fortunately it will not be Hillary she, when he or she deems it to be in the national interests of our country.
Powerful stuff. And yeah, activist judges and the appointee from Obama all the way to Hawaii, where I think apparently he bought the Magnum PI house with a straw man. Remember from a couple years back, we heard that he was exploring those possibilities. But there you go. And this is not the first time, and it will never be the last time, but they're supposed to uphold the laws. And they're activists, and this is pure politics. And you want to talk about tapping, there's got to be probably a direct line from the judge to Obama's office. You want to wiretap something, Obama's office is there on Embassy Row, setting up his so-called shadow government to interfere and try to stop what Trump is trying to do to make America great. Just remember, folks, his marching orders are from Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals. Hillary Clinton loves the book, too, dedicated to Satan. And I'm not even kidding about that. Just look it up on Google. Google it, and you can read it. And some of the excerpts, the book is dedicated to the Church of Satan, to Satan himself. These people will stop at anything. They want to destroy our country. And believe me, Obama's done a pretty darn good job doing what he's done for the 8 years that he was in. My God. But there's so many people blinded to these facts and what he's done. There's many smart patriots that have opened up their eyes, could see what was going on, and they knew. Oh, they bought into some of the rhetoric from Obama. They wanted to believe because he gives a good speech. He makes you feel good about yourself. He could sit in for Robert Schuller, the hour of power, but he's dead. So it would be the Obama hour. But seriously, I would rather have somebody a little brash, a little rough around the edges, somebody in New York. They can chop, let's get the job done. See, the problem is a lot of people don't want to work. People don't want fiscal responsibility. People don't want for things to get better because it's so corrupt. They can't imagine another way around it. And that's the problem. But change, a lot of people don't like it. The establishment folks, they don't like it, and that should not be a big shocker to anybody that's listening to the broadcast. A lot of people do not like what's happening with our country, and for us, we have to get better ourselves and decide enough is enough. We did that, didn't we, in November? We voted for Donald Trump, and it's the president of change. And change will come. Real change. We'll be back.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms, and the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew was I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it. Don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
The internet is a big place, but 123 Ready TV has made it easy to start enjoying all of the current movies you enjoy and those movie classics. What if I told you that you could start streaming everything now and all the latest movies for just $19.99? And it's a one-time charge, not monthly. 123 Ready TV is a media app that you can have on your PC or your Android phone. You see, this app allows you to stream movies and TV shows, weather, and anything you already have on your PC or your phone or on the internet. Plus, no commercials. Find out why so many people are using this amazing media player. Start saving money and start enjoying all your favorite TV shows now and movies for just a one-time payment of $19.99. To get yours, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com and click on the store page for your 123 Ready TV. For the People is on the air for you. Each day we strive to tell it to you straight, not watered down, so you can know what's going on each day. Our show is different from many of the others on air. We're not afraid of the PC police, and we explain our position, at the same time understanding the left's position and what we can do to further a conservative agenda for America. For the People is listener-supported and relies on listeners like you to help us get the word out. So, if you like what we do and want to help For the People, sign up today at our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Your support allows us to report the news fearlessly and guarantees our survival on the air. As a thank you, we'll send you our monthly newsletter with commentary and money-saving tips. Can we count on your support? Thank you for helping America. To become a For the People member, log on to forthepeopleshow.com. Now, and welcome back to For the People. I am Keith Allen, and proud to say we got Dr. Pat Choate on the phone today. Hello, Pat.
Hey, Keith. Good morning.
Man, you know what? Washington seems to be working. I say that's just a little unusual. I mean, it's unusual, and it's really neat to see a president really. I mean, all presidents seem to be ambitious in their own ways, but it does seem that there is a lot of momentum going forward, a lot of bickering, obviously, with the left right now on a lot of these bills, but there's some promise, don't you think?
There is. They finally got the show kicked off, and you have the budget got introduced this morning. It's big on defense, cutting EPA, cutting a lot of the social programs, the programs that really help rural areas. But when that's a campaign promise. When it gets into the Congress itself, that budget will be rechanged over and over. You probably won't see that budget finished until sometime, I would say, like late July or August. The president's submission, and this is true with all presidents. It was true with Ronald Reagan and George Bush and Bush II and Clinton and Obama. It is a dance. The budget takes effect the 1st of October. It took Reagan until the last part of August in 1981 for him to get his budget through. So it is going to be very interesting on this. We're also going to see on the health care bill. This is going to go through several negotiations. Ryan is probably going to be able to push it out of the House the way it is structured. It will not be accepted by the Senate. And so at that point, then you begin these negotiations.